Hey guys, welcome back to the Blade Bloodhound. Today we're going to talk about a Parker knife. It's actually called the Longhorn. A lot of people call it that. And the reason, I'm going to do this over here on this part because when I do it under the camera, it's not going to show up as good. It looks like a Longhorn. Now I'm a Georgia fan, so I'm really not into Longhorns or Texas or orange or Tennessee colors, but I thought it was a cool knife. Let's look it out. All right, guys, let's look at this knife here. So as you can tell, the bone has a lot of white and orange in it, kind of like an Appaloosa bone, but it's Parker's version. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open it up here and we're going to take a look at it. So Jim Parker had a lot of knives made overseas, and this is one of them. You can always tell because it'll say Parker. I guess that's called I don't know how you say that, but whenever you see that, that's going to be a Japan Parker. They had them made in Japan, but luckily for the knife collectors, they were made in Seki, Japan. As you can tell, it has a good snap. It's got the two locks right here. This one, as you can tell, does that blade. You can close it. You open up the other one, it locks here as well. You can close it there. So a lot of Parker knives, you'll hear me talk about Parker knives because I have a lot of them. Back in the day, you had Parker Edwards, which made the Damascus knives over in Jacksonville, Alabama. And he also made some knives there, but he did a lot of them everywhere. Some Parker knives will say Parker, I think it's Parker and Sons. I mean, there's all different kinds. But he was a very well-known knife maker. And at one time he owned Case. So anyway, the story I was going to tell you with this knife, or not this knife, but one like it. Back when I was younger, I would go to the flea markets and I would pick up knives, and sometimes I'd sell them on eBay. That was back before you had all the taxes and fees, and I mean the fees were real minimal back then. And I found a knife just like this, but it was very short, a little short one, and it had the two locks on it, and it had Ford written across the front. Of course, the blade was broke, and I said, well, I can probably re-tip it or do something with it. But anyway, I just put it on eBay just to see what would happen. And the guy said he wanted to buy it. And I said, well, bid on it, and you can. Well, nobody bid on it because it had a broken tip. So he ended up getting it for my starting price. But when he got it, he sent me an email, and it was signed Jim Parker. So, you know, being a knife nerd, I said, hey, are you the Jim Parker, the one that owned Case at one time, you know, Parker Knives? And he said, yes, I am. So I asked him, you know, hey, well, what's up with that little one that said Ford on it? He really didn't tell me the story. I mean, I would have sent it to him no matter what. But he told me, he said, yes, a rare one, and I can have somebody fix that. And I said, okay. So he had come out with a bunch of collector books in the day, mainly for Parker knives and Case knives. And I said, hey, do you have one of your price guides? Because I thought, you know, hey, it's my opportunity. I'm meeting a guy that started Parker knives. So I said, you think maybe I could get a hold of one of your books? And he said, sure. Put $10 in with the knife and I'll send you one. So anyway, I still have that book. It's signed by him. He's been gone. I'm not sure what year he died, but he's been gone a long time. But it was neat to have that correspondence with him and to get one of his price guides and have him sign it. And he put I can't remember what he wrote in there, but it was something nice, like, you know, to a knife enthusiast, Clint, or my buddy Clint or something. I don't know what he wrote. He wrote something pretty nice in it. But it was kind of neat to talk to him and be part of that. But like always, like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell anyone you can tell. We want to get this channel big. I want to show more and more, and I have tons more to show you. So stay tuned and keep coming back.